Hey there everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris Ormy, and today we are back with some starters orders in our flat save, the started mod save. And we're ramping through this season to get to the end. Now, in the last video I mentioned maybe running the Preakness, and then some of you may have caught it, but we actually skipped past the Preakness by a couple of days. That was run on the 25th, I believe, and I went to the 28th. No, it was the 23rd and I went to the 25th, something like that. So I've just booked a bunch of other races. We do have the Belmont for Cresting Queen as promised, but no Preakness, which is a little bit of a shame. But that's kind of how this goes, sadly, sometimes. And we didn't actually win the Kentucky Derby, so I'm not that sort of worried about it. You can see it was won by Jacques de Chadran, and that was last year. What about this year? Oh no, that was this year. Sorry, Sweet Treats won it the year before. That's right. So yeah, Jacques de Chadran, who came third in the Derby, so no Triple Crown winner this season. So nothing to really worry about us like competing against anyone there. So we're going to kick off with the first race. It's going to be Son of Mine, and we're going to see how they get off. Sorry, Secret of Mine. A little bit agitated, but then again most of the field seem to be highest rated, probably the best horse. Let's see how bad. Agitated and warm. Not too bad actually. That could be worse. So there does seem to be a little tendency of horses sort of being a little unsettled before the races, which I'm not a huge fan of, and it's a very late break there for Secret of Mine. But then on the outside it comes up in towards the lead with Wise Affair and Sense of Value. Storm Mist and Later de Lune are there as well in that second group. Egghead, Rentless, Millennium Star, Royal Anthem, Royal Delta, Wine for Wine, Spiritual Art, and Stewardess here just a little bit on its own at this point. Spiritual Art now dropping back with it. So you can see Secret of Mine has gone out to the lead, does not want to be challenged in this race. 3 furlongs to go. Stewardess, Wine for Wine, Spiritual Art, Redless, Royal Anthem, Royal Delta, Egghead, Millennium Star, Sense of Value, and then Wise Affair, Letter de Lune, Storm Mist all together now fighting for second. But we round onto the home stretch, sorry. 1.5 furlongs out. It looks like Millennium Star is going to make a charge here, past and up into second. 1 furlong post now as Secret of Mine pushes down the home stretch, lengthening a little bit from Millennium Star, who is going to coast into second place, and the battle is on for third. Royal Delta is going to get it from Spiritual Art, but Secret of Mine opens up with a grade 3 win, and that's what we want. That's what we want. So great little start to the video. Another grade 3 on our 2-year-olds, Unbeaten as well. That is quite decent. Up next is another grade 3 6 furlong. This one is for Blissful Retriever. I am going to head to the auctions, and 6 of 38 we're going to skip past that horse. So let's see then what Blissful Retriever can do. There we go. So at Parks Racing, you see this is for Colts, Geldings and Fillies. We are joint lowest weight. The field is a little warm. We are top rated and the form horse, the bookies' favourite and the punter's favourite. Blissful Retriever in another 6 furlong grade 3, and Light of Aragon out early. There goes Blissful Retriever though, just into the lead. Bridlewood Angel on the inside. Smoking Grader at the back, on the outside, my bad. Careful Banker looks to be coming up the inside now, maybe challenging for the lead. Blissful Retriever sitting in third, just on the hindquarters now into second of Bridlewood Angel. At the rear of the field, Lemonance Grise is detached a little bit. Light of Aragon, after that good start, is at the rear with Thea de Bizanzio. Campfire Burning, Emerald, Smoking Grader, then up to Central Banker, who's sitting third. Bridlewood Angel second, and Blissful Retriever by about 2 and a bit lengths now is first, 2 lengths away from the finish line. We round this turn, coming onto the home stretch, lengthening its lead at all times. Blissful Retriever is now in the picture on their own 1 furlong marker. We zoom out to see if anybody's going to make any kind of running. Bridlewood Angel is going to be pushed even further back. Central Banker looks to have taken second place from Lemon and Scries, and that will wrap it up with Emerald Light of Aragon finishing in 5th, it looks like. So that was a very nice run, a huge win there, nearly 9 whole lengths, and I think we slacked off a little bit, so I'm very happy with Blissful Retrievers there. That was a lovely run, and when we look at the horse, you can see great confidence, finish, extra speed. Cruising burst is very good for a 2-year-old. High potential, which is maxed a good length. So exciting to see what that could be. And yeah, not too bad at all. I'm really happy there. So that's another grade 3 horse that's won 3 out of 3 races. Not bad 2-year-old seasons at all. Belladonna now in our 3rd grade 3 race of the day. Already won a grade 3. We see there Tommy's Luck is very calm. We're parading a little lazily, not the best. Overwhelming odds on favourite. We're the only good horse in this, I think, right now. So let's see what we can get done. Can we make it 3 grade 3s in a row here? 3 races, 3 wins for 3 2-year-olds. Could that happen in this race? Well, it could. Will it? A little bit of a lackadaisical start, a little lazy, as was noted. Belladonna's going to go a little bit towards the rear there. Keys up in first. Rawaki on the outside into second. McCarver County, CeeLo Classic and Sweet Sue now moving up the order on the inside. Sultry Fluff is there. A little bit back then, Tommy's Luck trying to make that gap close. You got Granda Royale in the middle of the 2 groups with Senator Vince, Chili Billy, and then Ragtime alongside Belladonna. Royal Pleasure in the rear, gonna make up a little bit of room now, it seems. But 3 furlongs, and you can see here comes Belladonna. Slowly picking up the pace round the outside of this chasing group here. Now overtaking into what would be 6th place. Gonna jump up now into 3rd. 1.5 furlongs to go. And in prime position here. Powering down the home stretch. Blowing away the competition. Nobody can stay with her. Keys is gonna get overhauled by CeeLo Classic. Tommy's Luck and Senator Vince now battling over 4th place. Chili Billy will move up into 4th though. And it's quite a nice, I'd say 4.5 to 5 furlongs. Not furlongs, lengths. Yeah, 5 lengths clear Belladonna. Nice little win. And that makes 2 grade... I nearly said grade 1. 2 grade 3s there. Bipolar Express. Let's see. Not one for a little bit. But interesting. Grade 2 winner. 2 grade 2s, 2 grade 3s. It's never been run outside of a graded race apart from its first 2. All the rest being featured graded. It won 6 in a row, then it's failed in its last... Well, it won 7 in a row, then it failed in its last 3. But second, third, second. Okay. Okay, that might be a decent horse. I think we might just have a look. Because if it's got good bars and maybe laid back or something, I didn't really check that. But it could have something that we want to introduce into a bloodline. So not the best horse, it is age 7. I'm second thinking this all the time. Because it's got quite a lot to live up to if it's going to go onto that transfer list. So let's see what it's like. Price isn't too bad. Let's go to 1.5 then and jump out of the auction. Let's see There we go, Bipolar Express. I don't think it's going to be a great horse. And it's not bad. It's not really a good horse, but it could have earned that money back. We're just going to retire it from the game and send it out to grass. We don't need the money for it, so that kind of goes to show you what you look for in the auction and what you can get back. Who just dropped their race? Cresting Queen's been pulled out of another race. Why? Ah, what? So no Belmont. No Belmont whatsoever. Very disappointing. So Cresting Queen will instead go into a grade 2 at Arlington over a mile 3. Not what we wanted to do. But we hadn't won any of the sort of qualifying races. I guess makes us easier to kick out, bounce from the race. Top horse, top rated, top form, bookie's favourite. Should be yet another easy-ish win here. Grade 3, 6 furlongs. Going to try and rack these up. What a bad start from Celtic Angel on the outside. And then Floppy Disc, Amy's Believer there as well. Valor up into second, now overtaking Kankara for first. And Return Voyage are just going to sit in the rear of this field right now. 4.5 furlongs to go. Amy's Believer on the outside in decent position. Celtic Angel, not a great start and is sitting at the rear. Just penning in Return Voyage a little, and that's what I don't want to see. But luckily there seems to be a gap that Return Voyage might be able to get through. Leaving it a little late, but the jockey doesn't seem to be making that much of an effort to get out until about 2.5 furlongs. Though we're down to 2. As we cross the post, we're just ahead in second. Third, no passing second. Kankara's coming with us, but we're out into the lead. And this is going to be a nice, easy victory. Nobody's going to be coming up there. Looks like Amy's Believer just about closing out. Kankara will overtake Valeur for second place. And we win with Return Voyage, making it 4 in a row. That's pretty special. It's pretty special to have them go that well, that consistently. So that's 4 grade 3 wins that horses have won as 2-year-olds. 5, I guess, because Blissful Retriever's won 2 of them now. No, not Blissful Retriever. Belladonna has won 2. That's right. So, decent. We've also got these 2 down here. But in this video, Belladonna, Return Voyage, Blissful Retriever and Secret of Mine all picking up grade 3 wins. All extending their season to 3 runs, 3 wins. Like I say, this crop of 2-year-olds is pretty nice. Up next then will be Cresting Queen. Didn't get a chance to run in the Belmont. So got bounced off the Derby, bounced off the Preakness. We missed the Preakness and bounced off the Belmont, but will be favourite here. The best horse, highest rated, bookie's favourite, extra, extra, extra. Not run or won a graded race before. So, going to be interesting to see if a grade 2 is going to be a nice idea here. Decent start out into the lead, but there we go. Conquist Your Delight is out into the lead with Quiet Giant now taking over, and Indian Gift going to the inside rail. Lutzin Florida Sun just there with Cresting Queen. Emerald Girl on the inside, and now Streak of Silver trying to make a little bit of a move to stay with this rear group. Again, we've got some clear air. Looks like we're just going to slip at the back here. A little over 8 furlongs left to run. Quiet Giant out by about 3 lengths or 4 lengths now from Indian Gift and Conquistador Delight. Streak of Silver, Lutzin, Florida Sun, Emerald Girl and Cresting Queen all at the rear. We need to find a way through though. Not for another few lengths. I'm hoping that some of these sort of push up and open up the track for us. It looks like the jockey is trying to find some room. Going inside, then outside, then inside, then outside. Now has found a little bit of a gap to go through. 5.5 furlongs. We're going to watch our progress until we get to 3 furlongs, and if we're not near the front, we will just go and see what's happening there. At the moment, Quiet Giant from Indian Gift and Streak of Silver now is moving back. Little over 4 furlongs to go, and we are going to move up into 3 by the 4 furlong marker. On our outside, we've got Lutzine. On the inside, Streak of Silver, but we're just nudging in the picture now with Indian Gift, trying to catch Quiet Giant with 3 furlongs left to run as we go around this sweeping left-hand turn. Cresting Queen, 2.5 furlongs, challenging for second, will get there, and now Indian Gift is going to try and run with us down the home stretch. We seem to have more pace. Quiet Giant's going to slip back into third. Its race seemingly done. Lutzine's going to come through into third place. 1 furlong left to go. And Cresting Queen is moving away from Indian Gift. Lutzine's probably going to come through here and take second place. But Cresting Queen alone, unchallenged. Nice easy win. That is a grade 2 win for Cresting Queen. And that's what we want. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Nice to see that we did have a bit there. So maybe 1 mile 2 at grade 1 for Cresting Queen. Because it was a little bit more than it wanted to run there. Not a very good auction. So we got Galloping Gusto now, another grade 3, this one over a mile. Then Green Peaches has her chance at a second grade 3, again over a mile. And then the 6 furlong Bashford Manor, which I'm not sure what that one is. Is that another grade 3? It is indeed, so Trader Vic. So all these 3 are going to be grade 3s. Let's see what Galloping Gusto can do then. Another one of our very nice 2-year-olds. The only horse to have run, the only horse to have got a win under their belt by virtue of that, and the highest rated, most fancied horse. None of the others we know, at all. We haven't seen any of them race because none of them have raced. Coursera. Oh, what a bad start, what a bad start. But Galloping Gusto now up on the outside. We've got Charminade, we've got Sunny Puzzle and Awesome Warrior up at the front. Looks like the entire field is going to be pushing up a little bit though. Amando Star, this one's for Eddie, and Bowman Mill with Ayasam or Ayam at the back. Looks like Galloping Gusto up into third, but everybody's around them. Awesome Warrior now with 5.5 furlongs to go is edged out into the lead. Nice little gap is opened up over Sunny Puzzle. Galloping Gusto there into third and running quite well now. Probably going to be second by the time we hit 3 furlongs. We're going round this first turn here onto the back stretch. And we see now with 4 furlongs to go, Sunny Puzzle, Galloping Gusto neck and neck. And we take the second place. I am Bowman Mill. This one's for Eddie. Chaminade and Armando Star still behind, but all not out of this at all. 2.5 furlongs. Awesome Warrior still out in the lead by a couple of lengths. Here comes Chaminade on the outside with I am just inside them. They are really trying to steal this race now. Here goes Chaminade round the bend on the outside. Galloping Gusto now needs to really go after and try and dominate here. Moves to the outside and will power down this home stretch, pushing past Charminade, who looks to have gone a little too early. Might not even be able to finish. Yes, will finish second. I thought might drop down to third there for a second, but this one's for Eddie, and Sunny Puzzle just did not have what it took to overhaul. A great run by Charminade. However, Galloping Gusto missing the break. Did really well though. And there we go. There's a grade 3 win for Galloping Gusto. That's what we want to see. So won its maiden, then steps up to a mile, 3 whole furlongs, almost double the distance. and manages to pull out a nice grade 3 win. So back to auction. Anything to catch our eye? Really isn't. So green peaches. Like I say, this is another grade 3 race. We've had a lot of these. We've won all our graded races. In fact, we've won all our races in this video. So green peaches there. Looks to be by far the favourite. Trading a little lazy, but top weighted actually, because fillies have a little allowance, so that will make us top weight. We have already won a grade 3, which is why we gain £3 to our weight. Another course that lacks rails, but a decent start, and we're off and running here. Grunwald in last place. Parsons last fly with Caccarum and Belle of Parringtown just there. Ria Antonia just being overhauled there now for 4th. Then Illustration on our outside, going to move into 2nd place just ahead of Green Peaches around this turn. That's going to be a little battle for now, as Green Peaches is just going to come off this bend better and nudge just ahead once more. Russian Storm though by about a length and a half. Or maybe Green Peaches just going to hold there for the moment. Really thought we might go a little earlier. Stop from being boxed in. Belle of Parringtown and Ria Antonia are coming up now on the outside. Parsons last behind them. 4 lengths to go. Russian Storm just ahead by a couple of lengths. Here comes Belle of Parringtown round the outside. And there's 4 horses here in good challenging position, plus any sort of closers that might come into this. 2.5 furlongs now, and we're 4 abreast in 2nd place. There goes Illustration, moving now, going past Russian Storm. 2 furlongs left. It seems Ria Antonia is there as well. We're going to get mugged off a little bit there. Push to the inside. No clean room to run. Green Peaches now with a lot to do in the last furlong. But it's going to kick on and power through here. Ria Antonia coming with us. It looks like Belle of Parringtown is going to come up. Maybe even take 2nd place there, or 3rd place. A little bit of a push from Ria Antonia. Make sure they get 2nd. Green Peaches will take 3rd. Illustration, first. Illustration holding on to the 3rd place. Less than a length, but that was a good run, good distance, and again it's another grade 3, so we're winning a lot of races. In this video we are unbeaten, which is absolutely awesome. The season we're 31 from 38, which is again pretty fantastic. And we're going to get to the end of June here as this grade 3 race for Trader Vic. This is the Matchford Manor. We are unbeaten. Dream Alliance is there. Forest Fire is there. Decent horses. The Man Myth Legend is a decent horse as well. Indie Glory. Quite a few decent horses here. So the Bashwood Manor, 6 furlong grade 3 for 2-year-olds here at Churchill Downs. Can Trader Vic keep this unbeaten streak going? Can they make their mark? Can they win a grade 3 race? It's a decent start there in the middle of the pack. Dream Alliance up the inside with Imperator Augustus just ahead. Then it got Forest Fire and Cash In on a Dream. Back to the Man Myth Legend, Sir Cat, Yours Ever, French Applause, and then Indie Glory, Glen Riding and Bay Cherry at the rear. We're on the outside here as 6 move together, 3.5 furlongs out. It's going to be Cash In on a Dream, the Man Myth Legend, Forest Fire, Dream Alliance and Imperator Augustus, who just sneaks out into first, and on the outside is Trader Vic in good position, 2.5 furlongs left to run. Here comes Yours Ever, I believe, starting to make their move up the field. But everybody's going to go for this. 1.5 furlongs. Let's zoom in a little bit. As Dream Alliance up the inside is going to try and make their mark. Trader Vic now fighting with them as they cross the 1 furlong marker. Trader Vic now nudging out into the lead, I'd say, by just a short head now. Starting to move out a little bit. and just about gets across the line in a good field from Dream Alliance. Glenridding will go up into third, Cash In on a Dream down into fourth, Bay Cherry fifth. Good race, a pretty good race, and a nice grade 3 win there. So yeah, another grade 3 win. That's what we like to see. Just check the graded races for good any good sort of records. I'm looking for at least 3/4 wins, you know. That's kind of what we're hoping for. But there we go, King Mambo. Not the best this season, and I'm not sure. Maybe we shouldn't have bought him. Decent enough bars, but you know, not what we want this. We get rid of King Mambo. Wild Retriever finishing 4th in the Derby. Not the best season for him. Cresting Queen finally gets a win this season. Peach Pipe 2nd in the Derby. Decent little run there. And Sweet Treats opened up with that 3rd place. But overall, great racing, great horses, great wins. And now you can see on the side, and Dangerous Minds are only ungraded horses with rushing wins. I almost missed rushing wins. The only ungraded horses in this. Galloping Gusto, the only one below 100 rating. And on the side, Dangerous Minds and Rushing Winds, along with Galloping Gusto. So the 4 that really, slightly disappointed at the moment. I've only run 2, not 3 races. So we got the 3 ungraded and the 1 who is under 100 rated. So in the next video, expect to see those 4 run to get 3 more grade 3s or aboves, and to really push Galloping Gusto up the order. Apart from that, things are going absolutely fantastic right now. Really kind of enjoying seeing how this is all developing. What a great crop of horses. So you can see Belladonna running quite well. Dangerous Minds, lovely, lovely looking horse. On the side as well, a very, very fine horse indeed. Galloping Gusto, pretty decent. Return Voyager is decent. Blissful Retriever, quite nice. Rushing Winds, I like those bars a lot. Secret of Mine, not a bad horse either. Trader Vic, very, very nice. Good to see a horse of that capability. We just saw how well they ran. And Green Peaches, another top horse with laid back. So those are our 2-year-olds. Let me know what you think is the best one and who you think is going to have a good career. Wild Retriever's a pretty good 3-year-old, missing a couple of bits. Cresting Queen misses a couple of bits. Peach Pie, probably the best of our 3-year-olds, but high deterioration. Really not a bad horse there at all, though. That's why they've won a grade 1. And Sweet Treats, of course, the crop champion for the 4-year-olds. The only 4-year-old we got. The only one that made it that far. Pretty decent, but I think we're getting better as the horses are aging. So the 4-year-olds, only 1 survived. Probably wouldn't make it a year 5. Peach Pipe would probably become 4, but the other 2 maybe not. But all of these I could see go into year 7 or 8 if they develop properly. At least half of them should get beyond year 4. So quite an interesting set that we've got. Future's bright. The current's looking pretty good. At the end of this save, I'm going to upgrade fully once more and just import the best of these horses over the first couple of seasons into the new game to kind of seed it with a bit of potential from these 2-year-olds and keep that breeding plan going. But that's all for the next video and beyond. I hope you've enjoyed. Leave a thumbs up if you have. Please consider subscribing if you already are not a member of this channel's audience. Thanks for the feedback. Leave more below what you think we should do with the 3s, 4-year-olds, and of course our bunch of 2-year-olds. Who's the best? Who really is tipped for success? Triple Crown. Pause the video, go back, look at their stats. Let me know what you think. Are there any really good horses? Are there any weaknesses? Anything that you want to see me try and do with these 2-year-olds? The 3s and 4-year-olds as well, I think they're okay, but really Peach Pipe might make it as a 4-year-old. The others probably not. Sweet Treats might go on the transfer list, not to come into the next game, but just for breeding purposes later on. I like this horse a little bit, so let me know what you see. Let me know how you feel about things. But until next time, guys, thanks very much for watching. I've been Chris Orme. This is Starters Order 6. Go give it a go. There's a demo. See if you enjoy it. Go buy the game. Support it. Hopefully Starters Order 7 is coming out next year at some point. I would think around, autumn, fall period. So September to November maybe is when I think. There's no official news. There's a couple of rumors about, but hopefully that'll be a very good game. I'm looking forward to getting that. Check out my other series on the channels as well. We've got Motorsport Manager gone up. I'm going to restart my Franchise Hockey Manager 3 because there was a problem with the save game. And yeah, we're finishing off our FM16 series at the moment. No FM17 yet. Money's an issue. So I don't know if I'm going to be getting that game. If so, when, but there will be new series whenever I get a new game of that type. So let me know what you want to see, guys. But as always, thanks for watching, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.